Trey Lance has the most pressure out of all rookie quarterbacks. I'm gonna say it now.
Why?
I'm gonna say it. Trey Lance has the
Why?
most pressure out of all rookie quarterbacks because, like, if Trevor Lawrence doesn't succeed, that's probably not gonna be his fault. Unless Jacksonville builds a team around him that can help him win and give him an offensive line and give him more weapons, then it's
Yeah,
not Trevor Lawrence's fault if he doesn't succeed. And Zach
true.
Wilson, same with the Jets, right? The Jets, if you give Zach Wilson weapons and offense better, if you better the offensive line, and if he doesn't succeed, that's his fault. But you still have to build pieces around him. Trey
Yeah,
Lance with the Niners already has a defense. He already has an offensive line. He already has wide receivers. And he came from a D. If it doesn't work, then that's his fault because we already gave. And he also has one of the best head coaches in many circles and many groups. People talk about Kyle Shanahan as one of the best and young minds of the NFL. So
yep.
if you have, and you also have a really good coach. So if you can't make it work with all of that, you're gonna be under the most pressure because everybody expects you to succeed. Everybody expects you to be a good player when you not year one. Nobody's saying that in year one, but everybody expects you to succeed when they put you in the game to play. They expect you to succeed. Also, Trey Lance is a D2 player. He doesn't come from a D1 college. He comes from a D2 college. The only other quarterback that I know that came from a D2 college is Steve McNair. That's the only other one that I know came from a D2 college. So he also came from a D2 college. He has lots of pressure on his shoulders. Number three, the other reason why he has the most pressure, not even just from the coaches, but from the fans. If he screws up and the other quarterbacks do good, everybody's gonna hate on Trey Lance. All Niners fans are gonna hate Trey Lance. Niners fans are really, really, really hard when it comes to quarterbacks.
Yes.
Really hard when it comes to quarterbacks.
There's
Look
another
at
point. Hold
Alex.
on. There's another point. He's got to replace a quarterback who's 22-8 as a starter. 22-8 and took the team. You could say he took it. He was on the team when they went to the Super Bowl. I mean, everyone thinks Trey Lance is going to be better. That's a high bar. Like, people compare him to Josh Allen. Josh Allen's rookie year, his quarterback rating was in the 60s. If Trey Lance has a similar rookie year, Niner fans will be livid. They won't be patient for that. So I totally agree. The stakes couldn't be any higher for him. It's almost unfair. It seems like he's built for it, but really, he has to be great, and he can't. I don't think there can really be a period where he goes on the field and stinks. He has to be better than Jimmy Garoppolo as soon as he's on the field. That's why I talk about he can't play before he's ready. That's what ready is. Ready is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And it sounds easy, right? But Jimmy's 22-8.
Yeah, if Niners fans will especially turn on Trey Lance if he doesn't do good, and it would make it what would make it worse is that if the other quarterbacks like Justin Fields and if Justin Fields or Mac Jones even kills it when they come into the league and they start playing, that would even make
Yeah.
it worse because Niners fans are not patient with the quarterback. If you don't do good and you're not playing good to up to your first round selection, if you don't live up to that standard where you were the first round pick and you don't play good as good as you should, the Niners fans will kill you. Like look at Alex Smith. Alex Smith got benched. He didn't play that good, and he also, I mean, he didn't. He got benched for Colin Kaepernick, but Alex Smith, nobody cares about Alex Smith because look at Aaron Rodgers. We could have had Aaron Rodgers, but instead we drafted Alex Smith.
Yep.
Colin Kaepernick was one throw away from taking us to the Super Bowl twice, not once but
Yep.
twice. So if he
Yep.
made that one throw against Seattle, no, like I know he had those off the field issues where he started kneeling and stuff like that, but still, like look at Mike. Like just another example. Look at Michael Vick. He was a really good quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, and he had that jail. He went to jail, and then he came back, and the Eagles signed him because he was a really good football player.
Right.
So that same situation could have still occurred with Colin Kaepernick because if Colin Kaepernick made the Super Bowl twice, and at least if he came down, if he won one of those Super Bowls, then you could still have that argument that Colin Kaepernick won a Super Bowl for us. He's still useful for our team. He's still our quarterback because he won us a Super Bowl. So if Niners fans just turn on their quarterbacks that easily, but look, if Trey Lance doesn't play good, the Niners fans will hate on you.
And again, I'm with you. And that's why I feel like Kyle Shanahan needs to be careful. If they make Trey Lance the starter week 1 and he's no good, Niner fans will say, we want Jimmy immediately. And then if Jimmy comes in and is better, you'll never see Trey Lance again. You will have ruined your 2023 first round draft pick in 2021. Like you can't let that happen. So I feel like what Jim Harbaugh did when I was 10 years ago was smart. He had Alex Smith, who was a good quarterback, and he waited to play Colin Kaepernick until Colin Kaepernick was at least as good. When Kaepernick had his first start, he tore it up. and the entire team was like, okay, we're okay with Colin Kaepernick being starter from here, or most of the team was. I think that's the smart way to go. You want Trey Lance's first experience on the field to be like Kaepernick's first experience, which was that 4-touchdown performance against the Bears. You were probably 3 years old at the time, but it was maybe 5. It was very impressive. Anyway,
I went back and watched Colin Kaepernick. Like I watched.
You went back and watched. He was good, man. If you go back and watch Kaepernick his first couple of years, oh man, that's good. That could be what Lance looks like. But anyway, I got to take some more calls. I mean, I appreciate you calling in and dressing up.
One last thing.
Oh yeah, go.
Like you just said, like if Niners fans, if Trey Lance doesn't do good, they'll yell for Jimmy Garoppolo. When Colin Kaepernick and Blaine Gabbert were the quarterbacks of the team, and Blaine Gabbert was doing bad, they would all yell Colin Kaepernick. And then when Colin Kaepernick was doing bad, they would all yell Blaine Gabbert in the stadium.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the most popular player on the 49ers is always the backup quarterback. And that could be Jimmy Garoppolo pretty soon. He could be popular again.